The flame flickers. It dances in the darkness, a fragile beacon against the immense night. It is a single candle, burning on a lonely table, a stark reminder of what was and what could have been. It represents a life lived, a family lost, a world consumed by the fires of hatred. This is the story of that candle, the story of the last survivor. It is my story. I remember laughter. The joyous shouts of children playing in the streets of Krakow. The warmth of my mother's bread, fresh from the oven. The lively debates in the synagogue. The murmur of prayers echoing off ancient stones. Life was simple, filled with the rhythm of tradition and the comfort of community. We were shoemakers, my father, my brother and I. Our days were filled with the scent of leather and the rhythmic hammering of our tools. It was honest work, work that filled our days with purpose and our hearts with pride. We were not rich, but we had each other. We had our faith. We had our lives. We did not know then that shadows were gathering at the edge of our world. The laughter faded, replaced by the tramp of heavy boots and the guttural shouts of soldiers in black. Fear, a chilling serpent, coiled around our hearts. The whispers started, whispers that soon grew into a storm of dread. They were coming for us, the Jews. We were herded together like cattle driven through the streets. Our neighbours, once friendly faces, now turned away. Their silence cut deeper than any blow. A yellow star, a mark of shame, was branded upon our clothes. We were no longer neighbours, no longer friends, we were the other. We were driven into the Krakow ghetto, a prison of brick and barbed wire. Our world shrunk to a few desolate streets. The ghetto was a place of hunger, of sickness, of despair. Families huddled together in cramped rooms, their hopes dwindling with each passing day. The stench of fear and death permeated the air. I saw my father age before my eyes. His strong shoulders stooped, his eyes dimmed with a sorrow I could not fathom. One day, they came. The soldiers, their faces devoid of humanity. They tore families apart, herded us onto cattle cars, the air thick with the cries of children and the prayers of the old.
My mother, her face etched with terror, clutched my hand. "Be strong," she whispered, her voice breaking. "Survive."
They were the last words I would ever hear her speak. A nameless number, the camps, Auschwitz, Birkenau, words that evoke an inferno of pain and suffering, a testament to humanity's capacity for evil. The air was thick with the stench of burning flesh, a grotesque perfume that clung to our clothes, our skin, our souls. We were stripped of our names, our dignity, our humanity. We became numbers, tattooed onto our arms, a constant reminder of our dehumanization. Each day was a struggle for survival, a desperate fight against hunger, disease and despair. We clung to life with a ferocity born of desperation, driven by a faint ember of hope that refused to be extinguished. I witnessed horrors that defy description, acts of cruelty that stripped away my faith in mankind. I saw the light fade from the eyes of those I loved, their bodies swallowed by the earth. Yet, I survived. Even in the darkest depths of hell, humanity flickered. Acts of kindness, small and fleeting, became beacons of hope. A shared crust of bread, a whispered word of encouragement, a stolen glance, a reminder that we were not alone in our suffering. There was resistance too. Secret acts of defiance against our captors, a stolen tool, a whispered message, a song sung in the darkness, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the human soul. These acts of resistance, however small, kept the flame of hope alive. They reminded us that even in the face of unimaginable evil, the human spirit could not be broken. Liberation. A word that had become a distant dream, a whisper of hope in the long, dark night of our captivity. When the day finally came, it was met with a mixture of joy and disbelief. We were free. Yet the world felt alien, the sun too bright, the sounds too sharp. We emerged from the camps, ghosts of our former selves, our bodies broken, our spirits scarred. The world greeted us with a mixture of pity and discomfort. They wanted to hear our stories, yet they could not bear to listen. The guilt of their silence was a heavy weight we carried, a burden shared by those who survived and those who perished. We were free, but the chains of memory bound us to the past. I am the last one left, the last candle flickering in the wind, the last voice to bear witness to the horrors that unfolded in those dark times. It is a heavy burden, a responsibility I carry with me every waking moment. I speak for the 6 million who were silenced, whose stories will never be told. This is not just a Jewish story, it is a human story. A story of the fragility of civilization, of the dangers of indifference, of the seductive power of hate. It is a story that must be told and retold, lest we forget the lessons of the past. For in remembering we find the strength to fight against injustice, to champion tolerance, to embrace our shared humanity. The candle flickers, its flame casting long shadows on the wall. It is a fragile flame, easily extinguished. Yet it burns with a fierce intensity, a testament to the enduring power of hope. It is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can endure. Remember, never forget. These words are etched on my heart, a solemn vow to the past, a promise to the future. Let us honor the memory of those who perished by building a world where such atrocities can never happen again. A world where every human life is cherished, where difference is celebrated, and where the light of compassion shines brightly upon all. This is the legacy we must strive to create. This is the hope that keeps the flame burning. This is the story we must never forget.